Hello there, thanks for joining me for another tutorial in Melinda's Rubber Room. I'm here today to show you how to put together the second card kit in the mail that I did for February. We just did this as a in-person class here in California, but if you would like to receive these, the supplies to make these cards, you can just message me and I can get them off in the mail to you. So I'm going to point you down to my work surface. If you have already purchased the card kit in the mail, you should have received them by now if I have received your payment. So I'm going to, like I said, point you down to my work surface and show you how to put the cards together. Alrighty, so we will start with this one here. So this one for my in-person class, we stamped and cut out all of these flower pots and the flowers. For the card kit in the mail, I can't supply the stamped images. So what I did was I provided you with some other images from the succulent stamp set and dies. So we're going to be using those today. Let me bring those in for you. Okay, so what you should have in your card packet is your card base, a mat, and then another piece of designer series paper, and we're just going to adhere those all together. So before you adhere your mat to the base of the card, you do want to add your ribbon. So don't put that on too quickly. So there's the marbled paper. This is the marbled paper that is free during celebration. And celebration is only good for one more day. So today is the last day. So if you would like to get some of this gorgeous marble paper for free, you just need to place a $50 order. And you can do so on my website, on my online store at melindapierce.stampinup.net. So what I'm doing is I'm just wrapping the twine around my card. So this twine is a little bit different than what I used on my original card. This was an old ribbon that we didn't sell anymore, and I ran out of it. And this twine was the one that I'm using today, was actually on the clearance rack. I'm not sure if it's still available there, but you might want to check that out. It's a really nice old olive twine. So we're just going to adhere those on the back of the card to create that cross in the front. I just had some tape overhanging here, so I want to rearrange that a little bit. Okay, so now we can go ahead and adhere that to the front of the card. Just like so. All right, and then we have the little die cut image here. We're going to go ahead and attach that, and that is raised up on dimensionals. Just putting 4 there will be fine. And then we're just going to take our succulents and work from the bottom of your card up. And I'm just going to do a rough fit on these because I haven't used these on this card before. I want to make sure that they're all going to fit. Might need to bring this one down a little bit past that ribbon. You want to leave enough space up here for the greeting. I did include the die cut for the greeting in your card kit, but I don't have one here today right now, so I'm not going to spend the time cutting that out and stamping it. But that looks like about how you would put that together. Okay, so I'm going to start off by raising this first one with dimensionals. And you want to raise this first one with dimensionals so that you can slightly scoot the other pots underneath it. I'm going to put that right there. And then I can go ahead and raise these little leaves up as well. So the part that actually connects with the pot, this little stem down here, you don't want to put dimensionals on there. You're just going to put a little dab of glue. And that's going to sit right on top of the, actually, it's going to go right underneath it. Right underneath the pot, like so. Okay, so now these pots can slide in right underneath, like that, and like that, to give you a little bit more room on top. So you'll just have to play around a little bit with the placement of those pots. You might want to place this ribbon a little bit lower so that you have more room too. So I'm just putting glue on the pot and the succulent. I took that right underneath there. And same thing with this one. It's interesting how just adding different cutouts kind of make a difference in the type of card it is. Because this one here looks so nice and springy. And this other one you can use just about any time of the year. All right, so it's just like that. And then on the inside, I just have a piece of white cardstock. So this would be a nice little all-purpose note that you could send. All right, so that's how the first card goes together. Okay, and then moving on to the next card. Next card is this one here. So this has a little belly band, which I included in your packet. It has kind of a rough fold to it. I didn't want to completely tape it together for you because the thickness of the card makes a difference. So this card opens like this. It's a fun fold. So I have all the supplies already cut out for you. And what you're going to do is start by gluing these two pieces together just like that, so that these pieces in the middle match up with each other. So I will be designing my March card kit in the mail shortly, so keep an eye out for that. You'll be able to see all the details on my Facebook page at Melinda's Rubber Room. You can reference it right here. So I will post pictures of the cards and let you know how you can go about purchasing the card kit. Okay, now we're going to take the center panel and place it right there in the center of what we just already glued down. just like so. And then when you close it, everything should close up like so. Okay, and then you have your designer series paper already cut for you in the kit. So that is going to go together just like that. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. If you ever have any questions about the card kits in the mail or anything else that I post, feel free to message me on my Facebook page at Melinda's Rubber Room or on my YouTube channel. Be happy to address any questions or comments that you might have. This paper, designer series paper that I'm using right now, is in the main catalog. You can check it out there. It's all online as well. Okay, pushed that a little too hard and it moved on me. So you're just centering these so that you have a nice margin all the way around. All right, there we go. All right, and then we have a couple different pieces of cardstock here for decorating. We have this white one that goes on top, white one that goes on side, and then these two pieces. It's like a little puzzle you have to put together. These two pieces that go just like that. So I'll just show you how we did it during our stamp camp, and you can use whatever stamps that you might have. Try to locate the stamp set that I used. Okay, so for this card I used the Wildflower Path. It has some nice words in it, and it's got lots of little flowers that you can use. So what I'm going to do is take my white pieces off. Make sure I keep them all aligned the way that they're going to be presented onto my card. I've got green on my card here, but figure out how I can best cover that up. Green on both sides. Okay, well, we'll just do it that way. All right. So we are starting with Garden Green, and we are going to alternate the stems that come in this in that stamp set. So I'm just going to start over here, and I want a little bit of my flower to show, so I'm going to leave some room down on the bottom. And then we're going to use the other one. We're just going to go back and forth with these two stems. Kind of space them out a little bit so there is enough room to put the flowers in. This is really a versatile set because you can just use the flowers with any colors that you might want. Customize your card that way. And you can easily do, two different colors with the greens. And the greens for the stems, and then the flowers a different color. So you have that two-step stamp thing kind of going on. Okay, so now I'm going to go back with the yellow and do my tulip type flower. Not sure if that's really what it is, but it looks like it to me. So this is the tulip flower. It has a larger flower on the top, And that matches up with the branch that has the larger stem up at the top as opposed to the thin one. So this one's going to go right there. What's nice about these photopolymer stamps is that you can see right through, so you can make sure that you're lining up all those little flowers with the little stems that are coming out. And again, I'm looking for the stems that have the larger piece up on the top. Makes it easy to line this up. Like so. And then I'm going in with the pale papaya, stamping the other flowers. Now this one is a little bit trickier. You want to find the portion of the stamp that has the two flowers right next to each other. Those are the ones that go up towards the top of the branch. And you do kind of have to make sure you're turning it the right way. It doesn't line up exact. It's not one of those ones that you should be overly concerned about. All right, and then I didn't like the white just sitting on the bottom like that, so I went in with the little grass that comes with that stamp set. And you know, it's funny, the smaller stamps just really make a big difference on the cards. It's these little accent pieces, I think, that just make the card complete. So I'm just going to go in and randomly stamp the grass to fill that in. You can double stamp it, stamp once and stamp again to add different colors of green. That just kind of helps fill in that bottom space. All right, so that is going to be the inside piece of our card. So you can see how that goes together. And then we have the greeting on top. I just love this greeting. It says, "It's your time to be remembered, to feel appreciated and celebrated." And that is from this Inspired Thoughts stamp set. Another great stamp set to take a look at. I believe that's in the current mini catalog, if I'm not mistaken. And we're just going to stamp that in black up at the top, like so. And then we can go ahead and adhere these to the inside of our card. And one more piece. All right, so then we just have to do the similar type of step with the front of the card. So we're just going to bring our green back in and our stems. Bring our Daffodil Delight back in for our little tulips. I love tulips. They're just such a friendly flower. Just kind of make you smile like the sun. I guess it's because it reminds me spring is coming. Oops. Two little guys on the top. And then stamp our other greeting. Wishing you so much happiness. And the Memento Black. That's going to be attached to the front. Like so. And then it's all going to close up. You can see those extra layers did add some depth to the card, some thickness to the card. So now we're going to bring in our little belly band. And again, I had this piece cut for you already in your packet. So you would stamp that and apply the greeting as well. That's going to go on your belly band. And you're going to attach the belly band like this. Just wrap it around, make sure it's nice and snug. And then you're just going to adhere it in the back. Just apply some glue back there. Like so. Just go ahead and tighten that up. And then make sure you put the glue right on the edge of that belly band. That way this edge here won't lift up on you. Okay, so then all you need to do is add your greeting on top, and that card is complete. Get all these stamps out of my way. That one used a lot of stamps. Okay, the next card is fairly straightforward and easy. So this is the completed card, and this is what you get in your packet. So you'll just take your cardstock, mount it to the card base. And I really wanted to play with the designer series paper because it is so pretty, and I've been kind of tucking it away because it is so pretty, but I decided to use it. And it has a nice little area here just to stamp a greeting. So I'm going to stamp that with the green just to add some more of the green from the greenery that I have on the card. So that's the hello. That's going to go on the front. And go ahead and adhere that. Just like so. And then the greenery that I've already cut for you, I put that before I ran it through the cut and emboss machine. I ran it through, I adhered the double-sided adhesive paper to it. So you need to peel that backing off, and then you're just going to stick your finger right on top of the sticky part and remove all of those little pieces that remain to create that cutout leaf image. So it does get a little sticky and messy. And then you can just scrape those pieces off your fingers. And then go ahead and remove all the extra backing and remove the rest of the pieces that remain. If anybody has a better way of doing this, message me in the comments. I would love to know your ideas. I've tried using, the pokey tool that we call, that's what we call it, the poker, to get out all those little pieces, and it seemed a little bit more tedious than doing it this way. But there might be some other way that I'm not aware of. Okay, so when you do that, depending on if you have extra lotion on your hands or something like that, it may have removed some of the stickiness on the back of the leaves. So if that occurs, you may need to go ahead and put a little bit more glue on the back. But if your hands are as dry as mine, they probably won't have a problem sticking. So just do a quick stick on the front where you want the leaves to be, and then turn that over and give it an extra burnish. Just to make sure everything has really good contact. Okay, so there's the front of the card. And on the inside, I have stamped a little design. This is all from the artistically inked stamp set and dies. So the dies come with that stamp set. You get this nice floral image as well. It's a fun little fun stamp set to use. You can get some great backgrounds using that, the stamp that we're using today. I'm just going to take that and ink it up and stamp it down. You can see by the way that the stamp is designed that you pick up stronger inked images in some areas than others. So you get a nice two-tone look, kind of a watercolor type look. Kind of a fun way just to decorate the inside of your card with a little something so it's not just plain white. Okay, so that is the final card. Hope you enjoyed that quick tutorial on how to put the cards together. If you are interested in upcoming card kits in the mail, feel free to message me or follow me on my Facebook page at Melinda's Rubber Room. It was fun showing you how to make those cards. Hope you learned something new, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.